Hey there everyone, and welcome to another Peacenet video, or rather a Peacenet tutorial. In this video, I'm gonna actually be doing something that I did on stream by accident today, because I clicked the wrong button. My apologies. But in this video, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to create a new Peace Engine project. Now, there are some caveats with this. The big thing is you won't be able to use the MonoGame content manager through this tutorial. The reason is because it's a little finicky in .NET Core. You have to do some things manually with the CS project file and everything to get it to work. These things are done by Peacenet, but that's out of the scope of this video. If you want to do that stuff, for the time being, you can look at the Peacenet source code to see how Peacenet does it. But anyway, we're going to start by creating a new folder inside somewhere on our drive. I'm going to make it my cool game. Welcome to my cool game. All right, now we're going to do .NET new SLN. That creates that creates a solution file for our project. Next, we're going to git init. That makes this a Git repository. Now we're going to pull in the Peace Engine source code. This can be done with git submodule add https://github.com/bitphoenix software, if I can type, /Peace Engine. Oh, whoops, I fricked up the URL. Ignore that. GitHub.com. That's hilarious. That's great. I love that. I love that. GitHub.c.um. Let's try that again. Alright, there we go. Next, we're going to do .NET SLN add Peace Engine /src/bitphoenix.peaceengine. Now we're going to create a new folder for our actual game code. And in that folder, we're going to create a .NET new console. Now we're going to add that to the solution. Now we can open the project inside Visual Studio. Now that we're in the solution inside Visual Studio, we can see that the Peace Engine has been pulled in. So we're going to start with simply making sure that we are depending on Peace Engine so we can access its code. Now we need to actually get the engine to initialize. So at the top of our program.cs, we're going to use the bitphoenix.peacenet.core. This is because Peace Engine originated as the Peacenet engine, and I haven't changed the namespace yet, but that should work. Now we're going to do engine.run. That's all we need in our program.cs. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to create a new class. And this is going to be a game service. So my cool game service. We're going to think of this as like our game's entry point. This is the service that represents our game as far as Peace Engine is concerned. So we're going to make it a sealed class, and it's going to inherit from service. And again, we're going to use bitphoenix.peacenet.core. We're going to need the screen manager for this service. So we're gonna mark that as a dependency. Next, we're going to need to create a screen. We're going to come back to the game service, but for now, let's go in here and create a new class, my screen. Once again, we're going to need bitphoenix.peacenet.core. We're going to create a sealed class that's going to inherit from screen. And when the screen draws, we're simply going to clear the screen to cornflower blue, because this is MonoGame. Next, back in our service, we're going to have it keep a reference to the screen. And when the service initializes, we're going to have the screen manager. Oh, we're going to have the screen manager. Oh, whoops. Create a new instance of my screen and store it in the my screen variable. Now we're going to run the engine. And we're going to run into a build error. That's great. This is because we don't have it set as a startup project, so my bad. We're going to set my cool game as a startup project, and that'll get it to start the project. There we go. And now we have a cornflower blue screen. Next thing I'm going to quickly show you guys is the piece engine configuration. Every game has it, and it's relatively easy to find. And it's going to be pretty important, especially when you start debugging your UI. To get to your piece engine configuration, go to App Data in your user folder, Roaming, and because we named our project My Cool Game, it's going to be in My Cool Game, and inside there it's going to be in My Cool Game. The reason that it's nested like this is because the first directory is actually the company who developed the game, or the person who developed it, and then the second directory is the actual game itself. So if we actually go back, you'll see that we have a bitphoenix directory, and inside there is the Peacenet. So that's how that works. But we want to be in My Cool Game. My Cool Game. And this is where Peacenet is going to store all your user data, including the config file, which is peacenet.json. We can use Nano to edit it. And the two most important things are actually our screen resolution and our full screen. If we want the game to actually set the GPU display mode into full screen, set full screen to true. I'm not going to do that because I have dual monitors. You can also set the resolution of the game. In my case, I'm going to go actually with 1280 by 720, if I can type. Save the file, exit, run the game. And now it's a window that we can actually drag around. Whoa, there's some weird graphical stuff going on there. Oh wait, there actually isn't. Okay, well, anyway, that'll do it for this video, basically. We have just created a piece engine project and gotten it to actually display, the cornflower blue splash screen of basically the MonoGame is working color, on screen, which is nice. And from there, you can do all sorts of different things. You can see the documentation for Peace Engine at peaceengine.bitphoenixsoftware.com. Link to that in the description below, as well as the source code for both Peacenet and Peace Engine on GitHub. Links to those in the description below. But anyway, that'll do it for this video. Happy Thanksgiving to the Canadians out there, and happy weekend to everyone else. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.